Hello and welcome to this lesson for Design and Technology. In the last lesson we had learned about the classification of tools, and today we are going to learn more about measuring and marking out tools. Before any material is cut to size or joined to another piece of material, marking out is carried out on the workpiece. The marking out is used to indicate cutting lines, folding lines, and centers for drilling and screwing. Selection of appropriate measuring and marking out tools are important for accuracy. The first tool we will look at is a simple steel rule. It is used to measure lengths and help draw lines on metals, wood, and plastic material. It is made of steel and is used to draw straight lines. The measuring tape is used to measure dimensions larger than 1 meter. It has a flexible ruler. It is available in different lengths and has a retractable system to retrieve the tape. The pencil is used a lot in the marking out of wood. It is used to draw lines and outline shapes on wood workpieces, to mark positions of holes, and is generally used with a steel rule, a tri-square, and the measuring tape. Just like you would use a pencil on paper and wood, for metals, you will use a scriber. It is used to draw lines and outline shapes on metal workpieces, to mark positions of holes, and is generally used with a steel rule with the engineer square or tape. When we need to mark out on plastic, instead of a pencil, we use a felt pen. This is used to draw lines and outline shapes on plastic workpieces. It is generally used with a ruler, engineer square, and measuring tape. It can also be placed in compasses to draw circles and arcs. The tri-square is a very important tool in marking, measuring, and fabrication. It enables us to draw lines at 90 degrees on wood workpieces, to check squareness on wood workpieces, and also to set the workpieces at right angles. The sliding bevel can be set to any angle with the help of a protractor. It is used to help draw lines at angles on wood, metal, or plastic workpieces. The engineer square has the same purpose as a tri-square, but is made completely of metal and is used for metal workpieces. It is used to draw lines at 90 degrees and to check squareness of metal workpieces. Pencil compasses are used to draw arcs and circles on workpieces for marking out and cutting. It is generally used on wood material. Dividers are used to draw arcs and circles on metal and plastic workpieces, and they are also used to transfer measurements. The marking gauge is used to mark lines parallel to the edge of wooden workpieces. The odd leg caliper is used to mark lines parallel to the edge of a metal workpiece. The external caliper is used to measure external dimensions of bars or tubes. It is generally used with a steel rule. The internal caliper is used to measure internal dimensions of tubes and is generally used with a steel rule as well. The center punch is used to make indentations on metal workpieces before drilling. It is used with a hammer. The dot punch is used to dot scribed lines on metal workpieces before folding and filing. It is used with a hammer. Good practices to be observed when marking out and measuring are: avoid parallax error by placing your eye perpendicular to the reading. Avoid end errors for accurate measurement. And clamp your work securely using scrap wood. As a small exercise, which tools can be used for marking wood materials? That is correct. You can use a measuring tape, a steel rule, a marking gauge, and a pencil. In this lesson, we have been able to see the main tools used in marking out, the main tools used in measuring, and some good marking and measuring practices. In the coming video, we will take a closer look at other classes of tools. These are references for images used. This brings us to the end of this lesson for today. Do remember that you can watch all of our lessons on the website of the Ministry of Education under the Student Support Program on the link that you can see on your screen. Do catch us for the next lesson on design and technology. Until then, goodbye.